In the heart of Central Asia lies a land shrouded in history, tradition, and a touch of mystery, Afghanistan. This nation has long been a crucible of cultures, a melting pot of ethnicities, and a battleground for empires. But amidst the complexities and conflicts, there emerges a beacon of a revolutionary vision. A leader who dared to dream of a transformed Afghanistan. King Amanullah Khan. His story is one of exile, return, and the relentless pursuit of progress. It's a tale that resonates with the aspirations and struggles of not just Afghanistan, but every nation striving for modernization and self-determination. Join us as we unravel the enigma of King Amanullah Khan, a leader whose impact on Afghanistan continues to echo through time. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the most captivating stories of our time. Today, we delve into the life and times of a true visionary, a monarch who dared to dream of a modern Afghanistan. His name was Amanullah Khan, and his journey was nothing short of extraordinary. At the dawn of the 20th century, Afghanistan was caught in the throes of change. British influence loomed large, and the country was yearning for a strong leader to navigate these turbulent times. Amidst this backdrop, a young prince named Amanullah Khan stepped onto the scene, marking the beginning of a remarkable chapter in Afghan history. Born into the royal family on May 1, 1892, Amanullah's life was destined to be intertwined with the fate of his nation. His father, King Habibullah Khan, recognized the immense potential within his son and sent him to England for higher education, hoping to equip him with the tools to lead Afghanistan into the 20th century. Upon returning to Afghanistan, Amanullah's thoughts were far from those of a typical royal. He wasn't content with the traditional confines of royalty. Instead, he yearned to reform and modernize his homeland. His vision was nothing short of revolutionary, and it all started with education. He understood that true progress stemmed from the minds of the future generation, and so he made it his mission to improve Afghan schools. His efforts didn't go unnoticed, and in 1919, at the tender age of 27, he was appointed as the Minister of Education, marking the first step in his journey towards becoming the trailblazer of modern Afghanistan. As the minister, Amanullah Khan wasted no time in putting his progressive ideas into action. He introduced sweeping changes that shook the foundations of traditional Afghan education. First and foremost, he prioritized the establishment of new schools across the country. This initiative aimed to increase literacy rates and provide quality education to children from all corners of Afghanistan. But Amanullah's vision went beyond simply opening schools. He wanted to transform the very curriculum of Afghan education. He realized that the minds of young Afghans needed to be equipped with modern knowledge and skills to compete on the global stage. So he introduced subjects like science, math, and foreign languages into the curriculum, breaking away from the more traditional religious focus. Moreover, Amanullah was a strong advocate for girls' education. In a society where women's roles were often limited, he dared to envision a future where Afghan girls received the same educational opportunities as boys. He established numerous schools for girls, enabling them to pursue their dreams and contribute to the progress of their nation. The impact of these reforms was profound. Literacy rates began to climb steadily, and a new generation of educated Afghans emerged, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities of the modern world. Amanullah Khan's commitment to education laid the groundwork for Afghanistan's future, setting in motion a chain of events that would forever change the course of the nation's history. His dedication to this cause was unwavering, and his efforts did not go unrecognized. As news of his progressive policy spread, people from all walks of life rallied behind him, inspired by his vision for a better Afghanistan. Among them was a woman named Soraya, who would become an integral part of Amanullah's journey in the story of modern Afghanistan. Soraya hailed from a noble Afghan family, and from the moment she first set eyes on Amanullah, she was captivated by his charisma and revolutionary spirit. Their bond deepened, and soon they found themselves in love, united by their shared dream for their homeland. When Amanullah's father, King Habibullah Khan, passed away in 1923, it seemed as if the path to the throne would be a smooth one for the young prince. However, fate had other plans. Political turmoil gripped Afghanistan, and Amanullah found himself exiled in the bustling streets of Paris. Years of planning and preparation had gone into this, and now with the support of his people, it was time to put his grand vision into action. Upon his return to Afghanistan, he wasted no time in implementing the reforms he had so meticulously planned. One of his first acts as king was to abolish the age-old system of slavery in Afghanistan. It was a bold move, a direct challenge to a tradition that had persisted for centuries. But for Amanullah, it was a moral imperative. He believed that every human being deserved to be free, and he was determined to make that a reality in Afghanistan. This reform, however, was met with fierce resistance. Conservative elements within Afghan society viewed it as a threat to the social order, and there were many who felt uncomfortable with the dismantling of a system that had been deeply ingrained in their culture for generations. But Amanullah remained steadfast in his convictions, standing firm against the opposition and pushing forward with his vision of a modern, progressive Afghanistan. Yet Amanullah's reforms didn't end at the abolition of slavery. He took on a multitude of issues that had long plagued Afghan society, each step bringing Afghanistan closer to the 20th century. One of his most significant reforms was the introduction of a modern legal code. He established courts to settle disputes based on evidence and due process, replacing the traditional reliance on religious leaders to handle legal matters. This reform not only modernized Afghanistan's judicial system, but also provided a fairer and more equitable system of justice for its people. Furthermore, Amanullah Khan paid special attention to the welfare of his soldiers. He recognized that a strong military was essential for the defense of Afghanistan, and he knew that his soldiers needed to be well trained and equipped to face any threat. He introduced military training programs that were in line with modern standards, and he invested in better weapons and technology. These reforms not only made Afghanistan's military more effective, but also instilled a sense of pride and professionalism among the ranks. Despite facing numerous challenges and setbacks, Amanullah Khan pressed on with his ambitious agenda. He understood that true reform required a complete overhaul of the systems that had long held back Afghanistan. He tackled issues like land tenure, introducing reforms that aimed to make land ownership more equitable and efficient. Also paid attention to public health, recognizing that a healthy population was crucial for a thriving nation. Amanullah Khan sought to improve sanitation and healthcare, laying the foundation for a healthier Afghanistan. Moreover, he was unafraid to reach out beyond Afghanistan's borders to forge alliances and seek support for his reforms. He engaged with leaders from neighboring countries, promoting trade and cultural exchanges that could benefit Afghanistan. These diplomatic efforts not only showcased Amanullah's vision on the international stage, but also helped in securing Afghanistan's position in the region. Despite the magnitude of his accomplishments, Amanullah Khan's journey was far from easy. Many of his reforms triggered powerful opposition, both from within and outside Afghanistan. Traditionalists who feared the erosion of Afghan customs and values actively worked against him, while external forces wary of his progressive policies also exerted pressure. Nevertheless, Amanullah Khan remained resolute,
held fast to his beliefs,
standing firm against those who sought to undermine his reforms. For him, the progress of his nation and the welfare of his people were paramount, and he was willing to face any challenge to uphold these principles. But as the years went by, the weight of opposition began to take its toll. The constant struggle, the tireless efforts to keep his reforms on track, and the personal sacrifices he had made along the way took a heavy toll on Amanullah's health. Determined to leave a legacy of progress, he continued to serve until his last breath, ensuring that his vision for Afghanistan continued to take shape despite the hardships he faced. Amanullah Khan's story is a testament to the power of one person's vision to transform a nation. He dared to dream of a modern Afghanistan, a country free from the shackles of tradition and ready to embrace the opportunities of the 20th century. Through his educational reforms, his progressive social policies, and his commitment to modernization, he laid the groundwork for a new Afghanistan. Though he might have faced opposition and challenges throughout his journey, his legacy lives on in the strides that Afghanistan has made towards progress and development. As we reflect on his life and accomplishments, let us be inspired by his courage, his vision, and his unwavering commitment to his nation and his people. And so the tale of Amanullah Khan, the visionary king who dared to dream of a modern Afghanistan, echoes through the corridors of history, reminding us that one man's vision can indeed change the course of an entire nation. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of a true trailblazer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel and share this inspiring story with others. And if you haven't already, please do so today. As always, we look forward to bringing you more captivating stories of history. Until then, stay curious. Keep exploring and let the legacy of Amanullah Khan inspire you to pursue your own dreams for a better tomorrow.